Marx once stated, "Religion is the sign of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, the soul of a soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people." Opium is not like Advil or Tylenol, where it's an anti-inflammatory, but in fact, opium sends messages to your brain that instead of helping the injury, just mask all of the feelings. So yes, it's a pain reliever in ways, but no, it does not target the pain. Karl Marx was trying to say that, like opium not affecting people and just putting a cloudy sense of pain relief in their mind, that's what religion does. It gives people comfort in times of need, pain, sorrow, sadness. It was just something that held people and stopped them. It was a way that something that they could turn to in their life. I'm Collin Dowling, and I will be telling you all why religion still exists in our society. Religion is the belief and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal God or gods. But what made religion so prominent was back in the day, back when the world was getting created, all they had was religion for answers. They didn't have history books telling them how the world was created. All they had was religion. Since 1900 to 2007, there have been 53 different forms of religion. In the sense of how big our world is, it makes it feel small, since that's a short period of time, 53 new religions being created, 53 new different viewpoints on something that already exists. It has given us forms of reaching questions that we don't have the answers to, and that's what it came to. Christianity is the biggest religion in the world. For example, everyone has heard the story of how Jesus went to the temple and started flipping over all the traders' tables, spilling coins, what they were selling all over the ground. But they don't recall the part of that story where he fastened the whip and whipped the people out of the temple and off the steps of the temple. Christianity is known for turning the cheek when it comes to violence, but in its Bible, it goes to anger and violence as an action. Now, let's take a look at Islam. Islam is the second biggest religion in the world. But unlike Christianity, they don't turn the cheek. They believe in violence for being oppressed. They fight back when people are opposing them. A great example of this is from Malcolm X's The Ballot and the Bullet, where he calls his African American brothers to arms to fight back against the white man oppressing them. Every religion has something for someone, the moment in time they're looking for religion to guide them. So it's how you interpret religion. It's how you look at it. Everyone has their own views and reasoning. Everybody needs something at some point. Well, what's happening with religion right now? Well, a survey from Gallup International stated that the number of individuals claiming to be religious fell from 77% to 68% between 2005 and 2011. Japan, UK, Canada, the Netherlands, Germany, France, the majority of European countries that were all once rooted with religion don't have the same beliefs that they once had. They have the lowest belief rates in the world, in fact. That's crazy to think that once the Vatican centralized in Europe, just so many historical things, and yet you never know. This is a picture of the churches in Europe being sold just to random people, not even being used because they're empty and being sold to people and turned into skate parks. Religion is something that grows stronger through pain, natural disasters, the innocent of killing someone, or the possibility that the world might be ending. This is a picture of natural disasters, people looking for survivors after a hurricane. They're praying before they go out. Like I said before, religion and something bad happening in the world go hand in hand. Ara Norazian, a social psychologist at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, says, "For some reason, religion seems to be giving meaning to suffering, much more than any secular idea or belief that we know of." Meaning that religion is the only thing that we have in our world right now that can comfort us. Why are there so many religions? It's not that there are so many different religions, but so many sub-religions. For example, experts estimate that there are around 30,000 different versions of Christianity in the world right now. How can that be when they all worship Jesus Christ? But beyond that, they differ significantly. Everyone has their own view on Jesus. Perhaps the best way I can answer this is a quote from Eric Dietrich, a professor at the University of Florida, says that we are seeking our own path to God, and every religion has its own way to get there. That's a perfect example of what religion does for people in the world. It's a way to give their life meaning. What about evolution? There are thousands and thousands of religions because being religious is an evolutionary adaptation. Psychology today says that if it was an evolutionary adaptation, we wouldn't have been able to branch off in religions. We would have kept one religion through, and like this picture shows, there are each stage in life there's a different religion, and if religions were or are doing something positive for human well-being, the religiosity will be reserved. Meaning, like I said before, that if it really did something for the humankind, it wouldn't have changed. It would have stayed the same over time. Which, in fact, we see today. Religions are totally different. They're like labels. There's so many different types that you can't just pick one. Religions, back to Professor Dietrich, he says religions are an evolutionary adaptation, primarily for keeping groups of tribes together. Religion is the same thing that brings a tribe together in times of need and natural disasters, etc. Atheism is not a disbelief in gods or a denial of gods. It is the lack or belief in gods. That's from AmericanAtheists.com. This is also a quote from Elton John saying, reality is that organized religion doesn't seem to work. It turns people into hateful lemmings, and it's not really compassionate. I totally agree. You can see this through Christianity and the LGBT community. Christianity was very against it at first. Religion is most useful when life is most difficult. In a disease-ravaged, poverty-stricken sub-Africa, at least least useful when the quality of life is good. And it's true. We can see this in Europe being once the number one leader in religion and now being the lowest. It makes sense that people who live where the standard of living is virtually low, because everyone sees religion important in their lives. Without it, they wouldn't be who they were today. The opposite is people who tend to be living well, forget about religion, and make it less of an everyday thing. Religion still plays a vital role in our society as a whole. It gives people hope and a reassurance in hard times. In poor societies, it's the only thing they have. religion is something that we need, and it's something that we won't be getting rid of anytime soon. It gives people a sort of hope in life. Without religion, people still would get along fine. But I'm not trying to make you not believe in religion, but for those of you who do believe in religion, this is just something that can open your mind, something that you haven't happened to take a look at. Thank you for your time.